This is NBA basketball. Right here on 2K Sports. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson. And we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Taking a look at the Wizards. Ben Carroll the screen. Down low. Orlando moving the ball around. Now Young. Inside. Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And no hesitation that time by Pirtle. Never shy about scoring.
You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, B.A., in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And they're on the break. Here's Coulibaly. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Now here's Young. The shot by Pirtle, no good.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Back to Coulibaly. The kick out to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Knocks down the long J.
3 out of 3. Perfect start. Let's see how long they can ride this wave.
Here's Young. They can't stop the run with that one.
Well, protecting the rim, plays like that really bolster your defense.
Outside Johnson. George scanning the floor. Poole outside. Beyond the arc. Pirtle grabs a miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. No need to rush that play. That's called giving away a possession.
Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Poole. Oh, sweet move. Outside Johnson. Over Daniels. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Oh, and he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250. Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to create for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, B.A. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Back to Poole. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's stolen by Daniels. Here's Banchero. Tries again. No good at the rim. Wizards leading by 6. Poole looking it over. Oh, there's the alley! And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Here's Young. Pass to Banchero. Spins. Converts after the nice spin.
Oh, Banchero. He is ferocious off the bounce.
Here's Sarr. Isaac covering. And finished off by Sarr.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. Here's Poole. Orlando with the rebound. Stolen by Sarr. Poole outside. And he drives in. Kicks it to George. And the foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. On defense, the Magic. They trail by 6. Young with the defensive effort. End of quarter management here. They can go 2 for 1.
Make the math work in your favor.
To the inside. Clock at 6. Picked by Carter. Let's go with a 3. Up again. Blocked.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Tough touch off the glass.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Washington up by 8. After this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game and what we've seen so far from the Wizards, guys.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
And it's Whitmore missing.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
There is no doubt about it. They'd love to have that one back.
Right side Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
You love the show of force from Carter Jr. He's not messing around when he gets the ball down there.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Launches a 3. He drops it from range. He's got 5. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big 3. LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But, of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And it's slammed in by Carter.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. There's the triple. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Suggs outside to the middle. Carter, good. Carter's got 6 here in the quarter.
Putting in work. Carter Jr. is a lunch pail guy who just goes about his business.
Over to the wing. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Suggs outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Pass to Whitmore. The 3 is up. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
3 points.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Brian, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. And he dunks it down.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
On the wing, Whitmore. Home.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill. Here we go, one-on-one. That's all you. 1:41 left in the first half. And he's off from 17.
And that leaves his coach scratching his head because you can't get a better look than that.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And what I like about Suggs is that he does many things well, and that's because he plays with so much confidence.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Wizards leading by 10. Pass to Whitmore. Shot on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Wizards.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
And Washington with possession. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. And following this one, they'll take on the Hawks in Atlanta. That game will conclude the 3-game road trip they're currently on.
I just love the ball movement.
And Young, here we go. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Interior passing is so difficult if you aren't precise. They were right there. Nice work.
The shot's good. He's got 10.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Back to Wiseman. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. To the paint. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You've got to love the effort. That's big time.
And so it's Washington up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Washington leading by 15. Poole with the ball. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. George, a deep 3. No good on the 3. Orlando with the ball. Size and shooting touch always in demand, legs, and two things that Keyshawn George possesses.
Yeah, he's an interesting combination because he grew up playing point guard, but hit a growth spurt later on. So he's got the vision and ball handling skills of a point, but now he's adding that scoring prowess of an off guard.
A player to watch for sure.
No doubt.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Poole floating in for the slam. He's electric.
Yeah, typically Poole is showing you that soft touch on the jump shot, but every now and then he can finish with authority.
And Carroll outside. Oh, man, Carroll throws it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's Poole. He's got 6. And there's the lob. And finished off by Sarr.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
To the middle. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Here's Ben Carroll. Ben Carroll finishes with force inside.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Here's Isaac. Pass to Daniels. From deep, he buries it from 3. And a lot of spot-up shooters now adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, You got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Here's Suggs. George with the block. It's stolen by Isaac. Here's Daniels. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Sarr.
Well, a big part of Daniels' game is improving. He's becoming better at the free throw line.
Quickly becoming one of the most feared defenders in the game, Tim. Dyson Daniels.
Well, the numbers speak for themselves, Brian. Daniels is always engaged. Every second he's on the court, and he's right there lurking for a deflection or a steal.
For his size, Sarr has impressive mobility, and that's a pretty fluid drive.
And there's the screen. Here's Daniels. And it's Coulibaly with a rebound. Washington leading by 13. Pass to Sarr. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
And after playing professionally in France, we wondered what Sarr would look like in the NBA. And you know, I think our question is answered.
Isaac outside. Picked by Isaac. Here's Daniels. Blocked. Poole up top. He's got 9. George for 3. The shot no good.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Stolen by Sarr. Pass to Coulibaly. Washington moving the ball around. Poole left side. Sarr a screen. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Sarr.
Really nice job creating by Poole. The draw and the delivery.
Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. And here's Poole. And here's Johnson. To the left wing. Here's Sarr. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, defensively, against a young guy like Sarr, his size and energy can be overpowering.
He hits the second from the line. A tremendously mobile 7-footer. Great defensive upside, Tim, for Alex Sarr.
And he's still working on his offensive game, BA, but he has the potential to be a disruptive defensive force with his length and agility.
Here's Carter. He's got 6. To the right side. Pass to Bataze. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. To win the cold spell. And Bataze throws it down.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
And a deep 3 from Young. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Wizards up by 16. We'll take a quick. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Magic trail by 16. Pass to Howard. It's stolen. All by himself. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Back to Young. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
And we know Trae Young will hurt you from deep, but when he's getting inside and scoring around the rim, it just makes him that much more difficult to contain.
Here's Whitmore. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Young inside. Inside. Betadze. Minot pulls it in. Wizards leading by 18. And it's Whitmore missing. Orlando with the ball. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Tim, you look at his career rate of assists per game. Trae Young, one of the most prolific passers ever to lace him up.
Yeah, B.A., despite the fact that he's known for shot making, it's his vision that sets him apart, and it's the reason you want the ball in his hands.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Shot clock at 3, and a missed layup. Magic trail by 16.
Washington foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
On defense, Washington. Here's Howard. Pass to Wiseman. Off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Now Howard. 6 to shoot. Over Whitmore. Howard's shot good. Howard's got his first bucket of the night.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Orlando with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Young. And he drops it in from the low post. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
And Young is just so deceptive. He will hit you with that floater at exactly the right time.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team.
Nice try. It's all good.
Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. And it was a frustrated huddle. Coaches and players were angry about the turnovers. Players trying to hold each other accountable. They're fed up with sloppy play. Let's see how they respond. Guys.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Both teams will make substitutions. The kick out to Johnson. 4-3. Orlando with the rebound. To the inside. And Betadze throws it down.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
Johnson. 19-footer is good. And obviously, we know so many kids dream of being a professional athlete. But when did that become a real goal of yours, Legs?
Well, B.A., honestly, about the age of 8, I thought I was headed for the major leagues. That all changed with a 7-inch growth spurt in one school year. Decided to try basketball for the first time, and man, am I glad I did.
Suggs.
Well, this has been far from his best game, and if they're going to come back here, he's got to find a way to get going.
Magic trail by 12. Deflected. Out of bounds. It'll be Washington's ball. Poole with the ball. Outside Sarr. Now here's Poole. Just 5 to shoot. No good from 3.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Outside Isaac. Here's Daniels. Rebounded by Sarr.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Poole. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. Coming out of the ball, Orlando, number 19.
1:14 left in the final quarter. Suggs. Rejected by George.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Wizards.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Alex Sarr.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
The drive by Poole. Oh, he missed the jumper. Orlando with the ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Suggs. Oh, he misses the layup. Poole. Oh, money! So we see the Wizards taking the W here. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And that about wraps it up.
잘 봐라 늘 이러고 이제 가면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지 비극 지금 기계 아프지만 지나가 보면 웃음 나오는 희극 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 넘고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind 헤야오 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 이 도시에서 멍 때리는 것조차도 사치 버릇처럼 내가 나를 착취해 영추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 의식에 붙은 각질 모두 위맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 진땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여 눈 뜨자마자 결정해도 아직 익숙치 않은 타협 시간을 도마 위에 식재료 썰듯 안 하면 하루는 순서가 뒤섞인 음식처럼 망가져 지쳐도 경계하네 공허와 허무 불안감 속에서 상기하네 15년 전 빈 털터리의 여유 억울해도 납득돼 35년간의 필름이 어쩌면 수치 맞은 삶 건축된 우리의 이름이 길르니 어두워지지 않게 서로를 비판하고 세상을 보는 시선 삐딱하게 얼굴에 피어난 주름은 당연해 마치 아파친 너 평가는 다 끝난 다음에 이긴 인생의 레이스 이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈 높고 힘든 삶의 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind
Live from Washington, D.C., 2K Sports proudly brings you the Wizards. Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down. Now, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. And we'll hear from Allie LaForce in just a moment. And, of course, Carlton Carrington. This is their first game without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about that. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. They're still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
Poole, no good. Banchero outside. Young inside. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Off target from outside. Pass to Song. Back to Poole. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
The more effective Poole is inside, the more headaches he causes for the defense.
Washington with the rebound. With the drive. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Poole with the steal. To the inside. Poole on the wing. Shoots from the high post. Banchero grabs the board. On offense, here are the Magic. It's a three-point game. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Poole. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic trailed by 3. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the ways that Paolo Banchero is used on offense and how his defense will respond. He said with Paolo, he can deploy in any area of the floor and be effective. Personally, I think he's the most dangerous at the elbows, but he can go to work anywhere. You have to know where he is at all times. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. Pass to Pirtle, and stolen by Song. Poole with it, picked up by Suggs. Now here's Johnson. The drive by Poole. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock. Now Sarr. Wizards need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Now Suggs. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Good work defensively by Johnson. It's Poole with the drive. Top of the key. Good on the jump shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Banchero. Lays it up off the glass.
The offensive talent, the ingenuity, size, strength. Banchero has a full book bag, folks.
From outside the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc. Poole's got 11 points.
Leading the charge. What a huge quarter for him.
Over in the corner, Isaac. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here are the Wizards now. This run now up to 13-2. Right side, George. Poole outside. And the foul on Dyson Daniels.
Second personal.
That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul. Orlando substitution.
Poole looking it over. Sarr's shot is off. The Magic trailed by 8. And stolen by Coulibaly. Poole on the wing. 11 points in the game. And yes, it's good. 13 points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. 5 on the clock. Pass to Bitadze. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Orlando substitution. Number 34.
Here's Poole. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Washington going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it very tough. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic basketball.
just 4 to shoot. Rebound by the Magic. And here's Young. Pass to Bitadze. Green by Bitadze. And Young, here we go. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Second chance shot. There's Bitadze. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it. Back to you, Kevin.
A new school approach, if you will. Thank you, Allie. Here we go, one-on-one.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Carter with the screen. Here's Young. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
And you watch Young, there's that courage to his game.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Back to Carter. And finished off by Carter.
Stunning and surprising jam by Carter Jr. I don't think anybody saw that coming.
For the 3, it's the three-point bomb. He's got 5.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Rebound by the Wizards.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stolen by Bitadze. Young taking his time here. Knocked loose. And stolen by Whitmore. And it's good for 2. And the Wizards lead by 15. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Washington.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Young's shot is off.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Pass to Bitadze. The layup off target.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Clock at 4. And now here comes Young leading the break. And here we go. Washington fast break. Offensive rebound. Pass to Whitmore. Goes back up. 5 to shoot. The second chance effort. The putback. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. It's a 13-point game. And then Carter with the dunk.
With obvious length and jumping ability, Carter Jr. can get it coin above the rim and make it look easy.
Whitmore with it. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flank.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
On the court.
Here are the Magic now, trailing by 13. Banchero inside, and finished off by Banchero.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
And so it's Washington. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Out to the wing. To the middle. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Tries the spin move. And finished off by Banchero.
There's the speed. Banchero has it, but doesn't always show it. That time he did.
Outside for George. Poole outside. Lock at 6. Over Suggs. Poole no good.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. No scoring in this one. Koulibaly with the steal. Here's Poole. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And we know Poole has speed, and he uses it well to stay out ahead in transition.
Here's Suggs. It's deflected. Poole with it, and Daniels picks him up defensively.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Pass to Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Hey, look at Pirtle, making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Sarr's shot is off.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And the big fella, Alexander, showing promise. Greg, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Isaac misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
From deep, Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got 5.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Wizards leading by 10. Cool with it. Picked up by Banchero. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Here's Daniels. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. On the clock. Pass to Daniels. There's the triple. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, the end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Guys?
He certainly plays without fear. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, you have no concerns when he's at the free throw line. Very consistent.
Here's Young. He has 7. 4 on the clock. Carter with the screen. Young, no good. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 10-2 run here. The kick out to Poole. Pass to Song. Can't connect from short range. The Magic trailed by 15. Young left side. It's good. Young's got 9 points.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And at 7'1", Sarr makes dunking look easy. The defense has to push him further from the rim.
Screen by Batadze. To the paint. Now Howard. Nothing on the board. And Sarr pulls it down. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Hands it from downtown.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And Orlando making a change here. Pass to Houston. And here's Young. He's got 9. Off with the layup.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
It'll count. And so it's Washington holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. They kept the tempo quick and the defense on its feet. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point game. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, the longest of the season. Shot clock at 5. And it's Banchero missing. Washington leading now by 18. From deep, Johnson. Banchero grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Back to Daniels. They double him with George. Young with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Young's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Magic. Pass to Whitmore. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
An old school shot from Whitmore. There is still some value in that mid-range.
Young outside. And here's Banchero. Orlando moving the ball around. Back to Isaac. Here's Wiseman. Second shot opportunity. Outside Daniels. Back to Isaac. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Poole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
There's a toughness Poole brings to the floor. He can handle a little contact.
Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the league. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging the players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
And you don't want to give up that kind of...
Thanks for joining us here at 2K Sports for today's game. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. You take a look at the Magic.
And they just can't afford to drop another game to this team. Not after losing the first two. It would be devastating.
Well, it's the game within the game. Looking at how you stack up head-to-head, and coaches know this. They're sure to remind their players, let's get them this time.
Now here's Young. Throws it up high. Stolen by Sarr. Poole with the ball. Now guarded by Daniels. Poole shot is off. Daniels outside. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coach has drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is a key.
Orlando with the ball, following the score by Washington. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Daniels. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And Daniels makes sure to capitalize on that easy scoring opportunity.
George outside. Back to Poole. Orlando grabs the miss. Daniels outside. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Banchero the screen. Pass to Pirtle. Just 5 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot here. Shot is good by Isaac.
Possessions that end with close looks, especially for guys like Isaac, those are key to winning games.
Strength and speed, Coach. A combination that Jonathan Isaac brings to the table.
Yeah, Brian, that combo makes him a capable rebounder. He'll grab boards whether he's on the move or stationary. And B.A., he is a devastating defender.
Here's Banchero. An easy 2 on the layup.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
The drive by Poole. And the bucket is good.
Putting his head down and going for what he wants. Just a nice, assertive drive by Poole.
The kick out to Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Poole. Sarr a screen. The drive by Poole. Hurdle with some nice D.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Daniels outside. The kick out to Young. Back to Daniels. Oh, George with a steal. And stolen by Banchero. Takes the 3. Sarr pulls it in. Washington trailing. The kick out to Johnson. The 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And this is what you love to see from Poole. Showing a willingness to move the ball.
Isaac outside. Banchero surveys. Shot clock at 5. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Wow. That kind of stuff from Banchero belongs in All-Star Weekend.
Uses the glass on the layup. Banchero's got 8. All right, guys, the breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there. If that jumper could become a consistent option for Sarr, he's going to be a dangerous player in this league.
Now here's Young. Yet to see a basket. Back to Pirtle. Rebound by the Wizards.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Pass to Sarr. Stolen by Daniels. The kick out to Banchero. Young looking for an opening. Banchero the screen. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Paolo Banchero getting it done for Orlando. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Suggs with the bucket.
Yeah, finessing his way around down low. Suggs found an opening for the score.
Kicks it to George. Back to Poole. To the inside. George with the bucket. George has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Back to Suggs. Picked by Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Inside. Back to Suggs. And that one comes up a bit short.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
To the wing on the left. Here's Sarr. It's rebounded by Matase.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
And it's Washington on the break. From deep, Johnson knocks down the long J. Johnson's got 6. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running.
And this young Magic team plays a stifling brand of defense, Dan.
Yeah, the best we've seen in Orlando since the Hall of Famer Dwight Howard patrolled the paint. That team also had great coaching.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Brian?
Yeah, they've got the personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Orlando trailing here. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Number 14, first personal foul, second team foul.
Carter inside. It's stolen.
He was laying in wait for that pass. Terrific read to get a jump on.
Washington shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help. That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Pass to Houston. Back to Suggs. Carter inside. Here's Suggs. Bobo with the rebound.
and he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And he gets that one. And now it's an 8-point Washington lead.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
The three from Suggs. Hits it. Now 2 of 6 from the field.
Came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Pass to Minot.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes. Caleb Houston. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:58 left in the second period. 5 on the clock. Beyond the arc. The rebound by Carter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Suggs. Foul called. Looked like the D didn't get there in time. And he'll shoot free throws.
Well, one thing you like about Jalen Suggs is this guy's a hard worker. You see that on the court, and you see it off in the way he's continued to work on his game.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
Magic trail by 3. .124 left in the half. On the take. Got a hand on it. Goes back up. The 3 is up. Mobo with the rebound.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And again, Washington, no good. And here's Suggs. Give him 8. And the dunk to finish it all. A beauty.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy has hops.
They set the screen. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
There's 37 seconds left in the second. Down low. Kelishvili. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
And with the score as close as it is...
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Washington up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Mobo can't hit.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Well, granted, 6'10", 250, Banchero is a guard in a big man's body.
Yeah, B.A., he has a great handle, which allows him to get wherever he wants on the floor. And the vision to play for his teammates, too. But if you put a smaller guy on him, he plays bully ball.
Here's Poole. Now Young with a steal. Pass to Isaac. Back to Young. Young on the drive. Good D by Starr. Wizards leading by 3. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
and the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Well, Stan, if you had the opportunity to coach Paolo Banchero, what would your message to him be?
Well, look, B.A., he doesn't need my notes, but I'd just urge him to refine his jump shot. He has incredible size and skill. And Banchero is the total package. A versatile big man who continues to improve every season. Well, this is not what they envisioned coming out of the break, missing their first 3 shots.
There's the drive. Oh, Banchero throws it down. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
On the wing, Daniels. Back to Young. Clock at 6. There's the drive. Nifty stuff from Trae Young.
Look, that's what you want. Young is just so good when he penetrates.
And Poole launches it from deep. The Wizards with another miss. Here's Daniels. Outside Young. To the paint. Oh, deflected. From deep three-point land. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Washington trailing. Poole exploding to the rim. And it's Orlando on the break. Daniels misses. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
Here's Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Graham, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trae Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Young with it. Pass to Carter. Three-pointer. The shot comes out. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. It's Poole the drive. Outside Coulibaly. Poole outside. Just 5 on the clock. With some arc. That one goes in. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Yeah, nice shot. Poole understands the value of the floater, especially for a guard.
Pass to Carter. From the arc. It's rebounded by Washington. Poole right side. From deep, Sarr. He's off on that one. Now here's Daniels. Outside Carter. To stop the drought. On target from range. Carter's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And he lobs it up. And finished off by Sarr.
Oh, man. Between his size and mobility, Sarr is the perfect lob threat.
Outside Young. Banked it in off the glass. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
The drive by Poole. From deep, Sarr. No, 4 for 9 from the floor now.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And he banks in the layup. Young's got 6.
Nice work by Young. He can be a pest in there.
Sarr has the open look. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
There's Young with the 3. And it's Young again missing. And it's Poole with the ball for the Wizards. Back to George. Outside Johnson. There's a screen by Johnson. Now Poole. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, it's good to have a player on the floor with that kind of a whip.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Orlando trailing here. And here's Suggs. Six to shoot. It's rebounded by Washington.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
And stolen by Banchero. It's Suggs with a drive. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, the runway was clear for Suggs, and he hit Are you kidding me?
Clear the deck!
Wow!
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. The Wizards with a lead. Out to the right wing. Here's Mobo. Off the mark there with a 3. To the middle. Here's Isaac. And the dunk by Isaac.
And that was a big man play by Isaac, going in with intention and dunking it.
Pass to Mobo. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jamal Mosley was saying to the team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Here's Daniels. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Magic lead by 2. Stolen by Daniels. And the Magic pushing it up now. Here's Suggs. Back to Daniels. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Outside Whitmore. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Orlando leading by 4. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Suggs surveys the D. Here's Banchero. Oh, no good on the layup. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
Ooh, important points from Sarr. And just great recognition of the moment. Don't see that in a lot of young players. Wow.
Now Banchero. It's stolen by Poole. Now the Wizards in transition. Yes, sir! Moving quick and a great assist in transition.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Orlando making a switch here. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Magic. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. There's a screen. Here's Isaac. George over to help. Now Carter. Beyond the arc. Yes, sir, with the 3.
Well, those are huge points. Carter Jr. steady as they come.
Poole with the ball. Now guarded by Daniels. And foul called on Dyson Daniels. That's foul number 2 for him.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Poole looking it over. Poole floating in for the slam. He's electric.
You need a bucket, Poole can get it for you.
Outside Young. Driving inside. Rebounded by Sarr.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
The drive by Poole. Now Coulibaly. The 3 is in. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Picked by Isaac. Young outside. Driving to the basket. 5 to shoot.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look. Oh, Poole still young. Nice to see him convert in a big moment.
From deep. And he nails it.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Orlando making a switch here. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Orlando calls timeout. They're down by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal. Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, can't allow them to dribble out the top.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Coming up clutch there at the line, making it a 2-possession game.
Banchero nails it.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He hits the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. From downtown. So it's a narrow victory for the Wizards. Pulling out the W.
Money, you owe money. We ain't balanced. You ain't believe. God did. You ain't Khaled. Can't wrap your head round that. You ain't Arab. Y'all tweet. Bird talk. We all parrot.